Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back. So today's video is actually going to be a bit of a pseudo review and a comparison. So Elgato was nice enough to send over a Wave 3. I've been very curious about this microphone, and I've been wondering, how does it stand up versus something like a XLR? And so this is currently you're hearing me on the Audio Technica 2035. Now, the Wave 3 is a USB microphone, and one of my biggest concerns has always been direct monitoring. And I say that because I use a set of headphones. These are Beyerdynamic DT-1770s, and they require an amplifier. And so, you know, when something is direct monitoring, if you have like a normal set of headphones, if you will, you can usually plug them right into the mic. The mic has more than enough power to power them. You can hear yourself, you can hear your game, your music, whatever it may be. But when it comes to my setup with the amplifier, it gets a bit more tricky because I can't just plug these headphones into this mic because there's not enough power for me to hear what I need. So I, took a look at my setup, and I was like kind of curious how I could play with it. And I want to break down what I've done in terms of making it so I can use something like the Wave 3 in order to monitor directly so I can hear myself in my headphones. And then also just, how does it sound against something like a XLR microphone like the 2035. So I'm gonna, I'll read through a few different things, and we'll go back and forth, do A/B comparisons. I'm gonna do essentially 4 reads. I'm going to do a raw 2035, no compression, no noise gate, no filters, no nothing. Same thing for the Wave 3. And then I'll go ahead and I'm going to tune 2 sets of filters, one tuned around the 2035 and then one specifically tuned for the Wave 3. Anybody, if you guys watch my stream, you guys know I'm a huge audio junkie. I really prefer, clean audio and clean vocals. So we're going to go ahead and set both of these up. I'm going to try to get these things to shine to the best of their capability, and then that'll give you guys an idea of how one will compare to the other, and we'll see how the Wave 3 stands up. Let's check it out. All right, so first things first, I want to talk about my current audio setup and what I've got going on. So like I mentioned, I've got the 1770s for the headphones. We've got I normally use the Audio Technica 2035 XLR. That's going to go into a M Audio M-Track 2x2M mixer. That mixer is essentially, a USB DAC that goes into my computer. So all my audio goes out of my computer over USB into the mixer as well as the mic feed, and then it comes out of the mixer into a Schiit Lyr, yes, Schiit SCHIIT Lyr tube amplifier that my headphones then plug into, and that's via RCA from the mixer to the amplifier. And that's what I meant earlier when I said, using something like a USB microphone can be a little bit tricky because the mic needs to get plugged into the PC and not into the mixer. And so when it came to, audio monitoring, there was always the software delay. And if you've ever, heard that before, it's distracting because you'll say something and then, 20, 30, 40 milliseconds later, then you hear it in your headset. So, or your headphones. So you're always a little bit behind yourself in terms of what you're monitoring, and it's definitely not ideal. What I've done is I have used on the back of the Wave 3, it's got the headphone out, and that is going to go to a 1/4-inch jack. I'm going to use this in my mixer on the instrument input to input it, and then it will actually feed into the mixer and then through the system and then into my headphones, just like this does, except for it's not XLR. It's going to be over, your standard 1/4-inch jack. Now, essentially what this does is, it allows you to use this microphone, have real-time monitoring. Again, this is the very, very, very specific. If you are using a set of headphones that requires you to have an amplifier. If I didn't need an amplifier for my headphones, this would be much easier and much more straightforward. But since these have to be amplified, I can't just use the Wave 3 like, well, probably the majority of everybody else does. So I'll go ahead and, you know, have some video and, you know, kind of explain it down like what's going on. But that is the setup. That is what I've got for audio equipment. That's what we're looking at. And let's get to the reading segment so we can actually see an audio test and compare one of these to the other. All right, so we're going to have 4 recordings in a row. I am going to do the Audio Technica 2035 without any filters whatsoever. And then we're going to do the Wave 3 without any filters whatsoever. And then I'm going to do the Audio Technica 2035 tuned in the way that I have it right now. And then we're going to do the Wave 3 with, you know, noise gate, compressor, all that kind of fun stuff. And then the last one will be basically those recordings kind of clipped going back and forth. So you can hear, you know, very quick shifts back and forth. And for the material, I've been playing a lot of WoW lately, so I'm legitimately going to use the intro to the WoW Restoration Shaman Guide on Wowhead. So I'll be reading the same thing. I'm going to do my best to keep it in the same volume, same tone, same pace, and then we'll be able to hear the different microphones kind of against each other in a one-to-one scenario. So let's get started. Welcome to Wowhead's Restoration Shaman Guide, updated for Shadowlands pre-patch. This guide will teach you to master playing Restoration Shaman in all aspects of the game, helping you keep your allies alive in raids and Mythic Plus dungeons. Welcome to Wowhead's Restoration Shaman Guide, updated for Shadowlands pre-patch. This guide will teach you to master playing Restoration Shaman in all aspects of the game, helping you keep your allies alive in raids and Mythic Plus dungeons. Welcome to Wowhead's Restoration Shaman Guide, updated for Shadowlands pre-patch. This guide will teach you to master playing the Restoration Shaman in all aspects of the game, helping you keep your allies alive in raids and Mythic Plus dungeons. Welcome to Wowhead's Restoration Shaman Guide, updated for Shadowlands pre-patch. This guide will teach you to master playing the Restoration Shaman in all aspects of the game, helping you keep your allies alive in raids and Mythic Plus dungeons. Welcome to Wowhead's Restoration Shaman Guide, updated for Shadowlands pre-patch. This guide will teach you to master playing Restoration Shaman in all aspects of the game, helping you keep your allies alive in raids and Mythic Plus dungeons. Welcome to Wowhead's Restoration Shaman Guide, updated for Shadowlands pre-patch. This guide will teach you to master playing the Restoration Shaman in all aspects of the game, helping you keep your allies alive in raids and Mythic Plus dungeons. Alright guys, so those were the recording comparisons back and forth. A couple of my personal notes, my personal takeaways, if you will. The from what I heard in the quality of the audio on the end user's side of things is the Wave 3 sounds amazing, and it, you know, it stands up extremely well when compared to something like a XLR microphone. You know, something is, you know, studio legendary, if you will, as the 2035. Now, where I do find that the 2035 works out better, again, super specific, is when I need to monitor my own audio. So even though the Wave 3 is going out, you can see the cable right here, it's going out of the microphone into a mixer, out of the mixer into a headphone amp, and so I can hear myself, and I hear myself zero latency. It is instant. It's just not as clear, and I can't hear myself to the same quality. I don't know if it's the USB or whatever it may be, but I can actually hear the tube noise. Again, super edge cases here, okay? I can hear the tube noise from the amplifier, and I don't know if it is the microphone picking up signals, picking up different waves that this one doesn't pick up. I'm not sure if it's because I'm using the instrument input versus the XLR input on the mixer. There's a lot of different variables, and it could be any of those. It may not be the microphone at all. Now, what I will say that is extremely nice about the Wave that I don't have with this, because I don't feel like dealing with what do you call it, voice meter and all the other stuff, is the software. I'm not going to go over details. There's like videos all over the place about the software, but the amount of control that the Wave software gives you is incredible. And so that is a huge high point and a win for this microphone. I will say that I am thoroughly impressed. I did not think that from the audio standpoint, I figured it would have been good. I didn't think that it would be sound as good and make me as happy as what I hear out of this. And it does. I feel like it delivers. I feel like I get a good, clean audio signal. I feel like on the other end, the reproduction is great. Again, my only gripe with it, And super edge case is the ability to directly monitor your sound when you have a set of headphones that requires an amplifier. If I didn't have an amp, if I just had normal headphones like 99% of everybody else out there, this thing would be great. And it's the only thing that is kind of special to this, and it's honestly the main reason why I made this video. I know that for the majority of videos out there, people plug it in, everything's great, everything's fine, but you can definitely get it to work with, you know, a mixer in order to kind of feed that monitoring signal back in so it's instant and it's not delayed via software. But when it comes down to that, you really got to kind of weigh your odds and see what's up. So I'm probably going to play with it a little bit more, see if I can't find a way to clean up the monitoring signal, because it's the only thing that sounds bad. I think the audio sound from the video itself on the user end on the recording is great. The microphone itself is awesome. It's, you know, very, how do I describe it? Very well built. I don't want to say dense because that sounds bad, but it has a very dense, solid feel. The ability to mute it just by, that's awesome. You just freaking tap it on the end and you're good to go, or the top. I say the end because it's sideways, but either way, it's a great microphone. I really do enjoy the audio quality from it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Feel free, like, subscribe, all that kind of fun stuff. You guys can catch me live at twitch.tv/Cardo, 2 to 3 to 4 nights a week, and whenever. Come on by, say what's up. Until next time, stay humble as always. Peace out.